So, getting prepared, right? Standardized testing, everyone's favorite. Not really, right? So I'm going to talk about how to really get a high score on the PSSA for those of you in 3rd to 8th grade, anywhere within that range, but also those who are going on to college and how to pass the SAT or actually get that high score on the SAT, which I think is 1600, if I recall. So on both assessments, you have not only multiple choice, but you also have writing assessments, right? So on the PSSA, what you want to keep in mind is when it comes to the multiple choice questions that the answers are already there. Actually, one answer is already there. It's just using a certain type of strategy so you can figure out which answer is actually the correct answer. But if your teachers really use certain types of methods in the classrooms to help you with those multiple choice, you will indeed be successful. But here's the secret. You get a higher score on the writing assessment than you do on the multiple choice. So it would be mindful and wise for you to really, outdoing the entire test. Yes, it can be stressful for everyone, but it is needed so they can test whether or not like what you know and what you don't know, what you're able to take on and what you're not able to take on. But on the particular writing part of the PSSA, just follow some certain rules. One, and also on the SAT as well, but one, make sure that you do exactly what the prompt tells you to do. So if the writing prompt tells you to think of 3 things that cats do on a daily basis, and you know cats do many things on a daily basis, and if they just say 3 and explain in detail and give examples, that's exactly what you do. It could be the craziest thing in the world. Cats smoke cigarettes, which they don't, but you're naming one thing. Cats put on boots. That's crazy. They don't do it, but that's the second thing. What's another thing? Cats climb and they swing in trees, which they actually don't, but you name 3 things, right? That's all they're worried about. Once you explain everything in detail, they just want to make sure that you follow everything in that prompt. That's how you get a high score, and your high score could actually outdo what you did on the multiple choice part. That's a secret. For the SAT, it's the same thing. Follow exactly what's on that prompt. Make sure if there are any words that you do not understand, to make sure that you circle them, and to also make sure that you read the sentence thoroughly to see whether or not if you can actually define the word on how it's used, because you know we can't use any resources on these assessments. So pay very close attention to that writing part. It's a shame you can't do the writing part first and then go back because there are rules to testing, unfortunately. I was a teacher, I didn't like them myself. But do the multiple choice. Don't go through it so quickly because these tests are not timed anymore like they used to be. When you get to the writing part, again, do exactly what they tell you to do. It may sound like the craziest thing in the world, but do exactly what they tell you to do, because that's what they want from you. Same thing for the SAT, and I guarantee you, because I've seen it happen, you will get a high score. You make yourself proud, which is first. You make your teachers proud, which is second, because all the hard work they did to prepare you for it. But most importantly, you make your whole community proud of you as well, especially if you're from a certain demographic to which society actually thinks that you can't do anything. Okay? So that's my spiel about how to actually do well on standardized tests, but overall, how to have a successful school year.